All right, this is not going to be a long video. I got shopping to do. I got to go to Little Tokyo, do some shopping, come right back. Because it's Japanese food week. You gotta have Japanese food at least twice a month in your diet. Just have like what is it? Karaage, ramen soup, bento, curry. If you warm up curry, it's really good. So anyway, there's a few news. Let me go over one really quick. The link is in the description below. Uh, Mission Impossible Fallout. How many damn movies is Tom Cruise going to do anyway? Tom Cruise does like 20 movies. It's not even like Mission Impossible in the truest sense. I think Gene Siskel kind of complained a long time ago. If you ever watch those old yeah, Siskel and Ebert reviews, it's not Mission Impossible the movies. It's Tom Cruise the movie. So it's Tom Cruise doing stunts. So there's an article with Wade Eastwood, not to be confused with Clint or his son. Wade Eastwood and Jenny Tinmouth. Jenny Tinmouth is a stunt double for I think somebody named Ferguson. I haven't watched these movies, so somebody named Ferguson in Mission Impossible Fallout. She's the motorcycle double. So she'll do all the stunts, all the crazy jump, motorcycle jumps, and all kinds of weird stuff. So that's what she does. And Wade Tinmouth is second unit. No, I'm sorry. Wade Eastwood is the second unit director and the stunt coordinator, and Jenny's the motorcycle stunt double. So we all know that. I mean, I trust these two people. They're very good people, but I don't. With Tom fucking Cruise, it's like he tries to do all of his own stunts. The problem with that is that you're going to get old sometime. Now, I remember I saw this old woman who was like 100 years old, and she held on to like an arm bar and kicked her legs up in the air and did all kinds of acrobatic tricks. Though she did it like a turtle, okay, because she was 100 years old. And I'm not saying Tom Cruise shouldn't do some of his own stunts, but Mr. Cruz, know your damn limits. I know you're not going to watch this. Who's going to watch that, right? But know your limits and don't give Wade or Jenny a hard time. Let them help you. Let them do some stunts for you if they can. Don't try to do everything yourself. That's what the stunt people are there for. Hell, even with Stephen Amell from Arrow, I know there are some stunts he doesn't do. I mean, as far as close combat and getting knocked around, Stephen Amell could do that in his sleep. But when you do acrobatics or jumping up high or jumping up low or doing backflips, front flips, side kicks, uh, that's somebody else. And even Stephen Amell from Arrow, I know he's a TV actor, not a movie actor, but he still knows his limits. So I put that in the description. But let's get to the real meat here. Let me see. I don't have too many visual aids here, but with Quentin Tarantino stuff, Zoe Bell has been coined by the Hollywood Reporter. She's got this achievement now. Now she is the first solo female stunt coordinator in a major Hollywood film. Yeah, my cheap applause. So Zoe Bell is the first female stunt coordinator, solo stunt coordinator for major films. Zoe Bell, beautiful woman. I'm older than her by about 7 months. Very sexy, very very beautiful woman. Nice blonde hair, very nice eyes. Anyway, she started out doing Xena Warrior Princess, and then she did. She's done Thor Ragnarok. She did Inglorious Bastards. She did. Let's see. Glorious Bastards, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. She is working on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's latest flick. She did not do this one. No, this movie. I like this movie the most because this was a more personal movie. This was Quentin's first movie, and he did it mostly like himself, like with a skeleton crew and low budget. But with Zoe Bell, I mean that she's been helping out with Quentin Tarantino's movies all this time. And she's done some Marvel movies, but Xena Warrior Princess was where she started out, and I'm not sure what other ones she's done after that. But she's made a big achievement. I know there's a lot of women, some women who have filed lawsuits about men wearing wigs, with stunt posing as stunt doubles for women, for female actors, for actresses. And some of that's bullshit because if you're, don't be a sexist. Let women, let women stunt double for women. Let women do things for women. But at the same time, if there are stunts that are too dangerous for a woman to do, then everybody has to know their limits. If Joy Harris's death has taught us anything, it's not, you can't virtue signal political correctness all the time when safety is involved. So it's a tit for tat. It's like it's eye for an eye. It's sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. But amidst all the negative stuff that's been going on with females fighting for attention, whether it's for honest or dishonest purposes, it's nice to see that Zoe Bell has really achieved something. So thank you, Zoe Bell. I love you so much. I'm going to see Once Upon a Time when I get a chance. I'm going to see Aquaman first. Because you know what? Aquaman, as far as that goes, Jason Momoa is really giving props to his stunt doubles, Kim Farty and somebody else. He's got two stunt doubles. I don't know who the other guy is. If anybody knows who that is, please tell me. So that's Reservoir Dogs. That's Zoe Bell. I'll give a shout out to Zoe Bell on my Twitter. Let me show this once more. We got another story, but let me find a good setting, a backdrop, something that could represent. Well, this is not much of a scene, but it's all right. We got some pictures from the Old Wests. So let me talk about Harry Nott. This is a brief one. Harry Nott, N-O-T-T, he was like a first-generation stuntman. So stunt people, it is widely believed that they were acrobat performers. Before movies, you had live theater. Before Thomas Edison, you had live theater. You had shows. You had performances. You had plays. You had musicals. You had minstrel shows. You had magicians and magic tricks and comedians, early vaudeville, and you had circus performances, acrobats. And Harry Nott was born in the turn of the century, 19th to 20th century, for those millennials who don't get what I'm saying. And he was born during a time when Westerns were still popular. Westerns, even though the Old West was going out the door, if you played Red Dead Redemption 2, you kind of have an idea. The outlaws, the Josie Wales, the Jesse James, Bad Bart, the Wild Bill Hickoks and the Buffalo Bill Codys of the world. They were going out the door. They were extinct, and in their place were mobsters and gangsters and politicians and corruption and the Al Capones and the organized crime, and that was kind of replacing that. But Harry Nott started. Well, he did some odd jobs, and then he became a stunt double for William Hart. William Hart was a very popular before John Wayne. I mean, John Wayne took over William Hart in a lot of ways, but before John Wayne, you had William Hart, who was a heartthrob. He was a silent film heartthrob. People liked this guy, even though you couldn't hear a word he said, because silent films, that's how silent films were. You saw the picture, but you didn't see, you saw the picture, you saw the action, but you didn't hear anything because there was no sound. And then they figured out how to make sound and sync sound. That was a big deal, like 4K TV. And Harry Nott doubled for William Hart. He followed him everywhere, from Mexico to California, Canada, back to Mexico, and then California, different parts of the United States, to do these silent film movies. And it's reported that, well, it's not reported that Harry Nott got the credit, but William Hart got the credit for all the stunts, which was kind of fucked up. So Harry Nott was like, fuck this, I'm not going to deal with this BS, or I'm not getting any credit. So he retired from the world of Hollywood, the world of acting, and he settled down in British Columbia with his wife, I think some part of British Columbia, where he became a carpenter. He would be a logger man. He would chop down trees and build log cabins. He just kind of took on a very quiet, very sort of civilian away from the limelight, away from the pressures of fame and stardom and fortune, and just settled with easy jobs until he passed away in the 1950s. I think his son took over his business of building houses as such. It's not a remarkable man, but as a stuntman, for the short time that he was doing movies, he's to be commended. Even though it's been over 60 years. So Harry Nott, thank you, sir, wherever you are. I can't find an appropriate picture to represent you, but these are some nice Western pictures that I'm showing. And I'm going to head out. And thank you, Harry Knott. Thank you, Zoe Bell. Thank you, Wade Eastwood and Jenny Tinmouth and Tom Cruise. Please listen to your stunt people. Like it's like Matt Damon says, listen to your safety man. Listen to the safety guys. Listen to the first safety guy. Don't diss him. So we're gonna close out here, and I gotta go get groceries and maybe Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, maybe if my system works properly. All right, take care. And remember, there's all kinds of movies. There's all kinds of stunt people in all kinds of movies. Whether you see them or you don't, love and respect your stunt doubles.